send out tomorrow's itinerary?
I was just about to when I get back. What?
Jen saying she's having second thoughts. That the talking points don't line with what we're about.
Too player-centric?
Yeah, exactly. We don't feature any teams.
What's up, bro?
We got food already at home.
Yeah, but those leftovers are...
MP, time to set goals for the second half of the season. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Take a look. Let us know what you think.
I want to be the MVP.
You looking for those bright lights, huh?
Playing at the MVP level will help us get a title. In order to give the most to the team, I have to ask the most of myself first.
You have the ability. And the way you've been performing this year, you're worthy of the recognition. But that is a reward that is based largely on perception.
Well, it's a tricky thing. I get that.
Luckily, we know how to play the game. You show out against other MVP contenders.
And win games.
And we will do our part to help you get the media on your side.
All right, I'm with it. That sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
so I might not have heard it perfectly, but I'm saying something about hardware. Oh, yeah, issue. I love it. Issue, maybe.
You know what? I'll do it.
Where can I catch you stand-up comedy?
Good job for changing that.
The idea.
Got you. See you last week.
So everyone is supposed to be here. What is it? Is it okay to do that?
Spinning twice as just make sure that the last entertainment the H4 area as many of these stand-up. We got a comic right here, right now.
I saw your report on shooting guard this morning.
The depth chart you need.
One, I'm concerned. You're focusing on small groups.
There he is.
Little insane. Great gambling. You do. Thank you.
out there, MP.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in. Good afternoon and welcome to a midday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Now we get a chance to check some stats for MP.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. They've got Stephen Curry. Jonathan Kuminga's out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's MP, and it's Bagley in at the 5. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Naz Reid, Julius Randle out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Dillingham, and it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. Here's MP, and it's blocked by Edwards. Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Yeah, we have MVP implications on the line tonight between MP and Anthony Edwards. And when I caught up with MP, he told me this is going to be a big test for us. We know how good Ant is, and we know how hard he competes. He knows everyone needs to be locked in.
Yeah, it's not a matchup you can take lightly, that's for sure. Thanks, Alec. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates, and he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Outside Kuminga. MP against Edwards. MP to pass to Curry. Clock at 6. Over Dillingham. Bagley. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Edwards. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
MP, the pass to Graham. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Reid. For 3, DiVincenzo knocks it down from distance.
Well, that last 3 got DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo fired up now. He had to respond. He goes to the arc to shoot back with one of his own triples.
To the middle. Curry finds Kuminga. MP with it. 5 to shoot. Pass to Curry. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Golden State.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Shoots from the elbow. Again, the Timberwolves score.
He's 3 or 4 now, looking real confident out the gate.
Golden State has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And the basket by MP. MP's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, MP capitalizing on being so close to the hoop.
Now Edwards. 6 points for him. And Edwards slams it in.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from him.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. This can be a time of the season when it's hard for players to keep their focus, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A., the buzz of a new season is behind you. The playoffs are a long way off. This is when a coach earns his keep, making sure his guys stay energized and focused.
Free throw good, MP.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Buffkin's checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Moody's checked in for Grant. It's Edwards on the wing. Over MP. And it's Bagley with a rebound.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's MP. Gets a hand on it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Bagley's got his second basket of the game.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Dillingham. 10 points in his last outing. From deep. The Warriors pull it in. Bagley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Moody. Back to MP. From outside the arc. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
Randall outside. Pass to Dillingham. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Spurs was all business. He scored 53 points, and he also dished out plenty of assists, something we're used to seeing. And he had a monster game that last time out. He'll try to match or even exceed those numbers tonight. That's got to be scary to face, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. He feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
MP. Left side Moody. Lets it fly. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Yeah, selfless stuff on that dish from MP.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, B.A., and that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
There's a minute 59 left in the first quarter of the game. To the paint. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
MP up top, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Curry. Now Kuminga. Let's go with a three. That's good from Curry. On the assist by Kuminga. Curry's got 6 points.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality. Looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Dillingham. Moody defends. Dillingham, no good.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
So both teams changing it up here.
Foot on the gas, MP. Get in there.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. On the wing, MP. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Timberwolves trail by 4. On the floor for the Warriors. Moses Moody out there with MP. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Obi Toppin. And it's Floyd in at the 5. Roaming the paint.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
Golden State has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. All right, let's get an update on Naz Reid's injury. Let's go to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. Right in the middle of the schedule. Some unfortunate timing for sure. We wish him the best on his recovery. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And in the training room, guys, I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
The kick out to Wiggins. MP, the pass to Toppin. Shot clock at 6. Moody from outside. Ooh, the smooth 3 from Moody.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Tries the spin move. Pass to Shannon. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Ooh, they pick off the pass. Here's Buffkin. That one's good. This game is all even. Buffkin's gotten his second bucket.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
What a great look by MP. He just finds a way to deliver.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is.
Oh, wow! Big finish.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Can? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Oh, Kuminga! Top for days.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Randall, the pass to Reed. Inside, here's DiVincenzo. Banked it in off the glass. DiVincenzo's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Bagley. MP outside. Here's Floyd. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
And Minnesota has possession. They trail by 3. They host the Hawks after this one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Warriors making a switch here. Grant's checked in. Well, we all know how much teams lean on their shooting guards to score the ball consistently. Here's a look at the 2 guards who have been filling it up this season. Second is Anthony Edwards.
And night after night, we see this group light it up. If you try to take something away from them defensively, they'll beat you some other way.
Yeah, you don't have to take a long look at their point totals to see that this is the premier group of scorers at the premier scoring position in the NBA. Shooting guards can flat out bring it.
Just 5 to shoot. Curry from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of. because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Randall outside. A minute 6 left in the first half. Back to DiVincenzo. The three. Randall can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Left side Kuminga. On the wing, Curry. Bagley sets a screen. Curry with another miss.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Edwards, no good. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Left side Curry. Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
Love the intensity from Curry, finding a way to work through the contact.
Edwards for three. He drops it from range. Edwards got 20.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
What a job they did from three-point land. I don't know if they can keep this up, though, Kenny.
Yeah, it's hard to hit threes at this pace for a whole game, but hey, as long as you're hot, keep taking them.
Okay, fellas, now a look at the sharpshooters lining up for the three-point contest.
All of them have serious talent, and they have endurance. They can shoot all day, rack after rack.
Yeah, when these guys get on a roll, they don't stop. They pile it on. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
We've got Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Dillingham. Then there's Edwards, and it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Here's Dillingham. Pass to DiVincenzo. Cash money on the open jump shot. DiVincenzo's got 13.
Sweet shooting from DiVincenzo. Really comfortable getting that shot up quickly.
And here's Curry for three. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Randall, the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Golden State. Bagley's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
Yo, set it up.
Edwards against MP. sling it home. MP.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Reed. Pass to Randall. Out to DiVincenzo. Offline with a 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The Warriors lead by 5. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally insane.
Here's MP. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. This is his second trip to the line in the game. Free throw, no good.
You know, one of the things you love about MP, he is certainly a team-first kind of a guy. Individual stats really don't do much for him. He wants to win, period.
And here's Dillingham for the arc. Hits the three-pointer. Dillingham's got his second basket of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to MP. Fires the 3. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 4. It's Edwards on the wing. Three-pointer, no good. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Takes the hit. MP still gets it to go.
Well, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Here's Dillingham. He's got 5. Edwards can't hit. Kuminga against DiVincenzo. Back to Kuminga. Outside Bagley. Pass to Graham. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Tries again. Curry, no good.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
To the inside. Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for it.
Teams deciding to change it up.
Foot on the gas, MP. Get in there.
.43 seconds left in the third. Here's Wennington, guarded by Toppin. Takes a 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. Buffkin's got 7 points for the quarter.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
MP outside. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. The shot off that time. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Shannon. From deep three-point land. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Warriors ahead, up by 4. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
Turnovers are going to be a stat he wants to skip in the box score tonight. That's his fourth of the game.
On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Obi Toppin. Then it's Moses Moody. Then it's MP. And it's Floyd in at the 5. Lufkin. No good from outside. The Warriors lead by 4. Outside Moody. Got it from about 16 feet. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Down low. Here's Bufkin. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
5 turnovers. When you get that many, you really are sabotaging your team.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend. This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Whittington. Here's Baldwin. Here's Bufkin. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
MP shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Baldwin's shot is good. Now it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, you're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another. Guys, let's see what happens.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. And here's Minnesota now. Right now on a 9-0 run. Here's Buffkin. Shoots over Curry. Another miss by Minnesota. Warriors trail by 3. Wiggins right side. Pass to Moody. Pulls it from the top of the key and right on target. Moody's got 19 points.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking the back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
Kind of losing their way here. They've let this lead evaporate.
Yeah, and I think they also lost their composure, and you see it in the turnovers they've committed.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Grant with a steal. Here's Bagley. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. And here's Minnesota now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Pass to Dillingham. Launches a 3. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 4-point game. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Here's Edwards. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Curry finds Bagley. On the wing, Grant. Outside Curry. The 3. Fires in the triple.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
The Timberwolves lead by 3. Edwards for 3. And it's Bagley with a rebound. Bagley's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Grant's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. And here's Edwards outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Edwards has got 8 here in this quarter.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Pass to Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley. And he's now got the double-double.
Oh, my. That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Randall deciding where to go with it. Here's Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards has got 10 points in just the second half. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Warriors trail by 6. Curry passes to MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And here's Edwards outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting a rock every time.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the fourth quarter. Curry passes to MP. Shot clock at 5. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Edwards. This one for 3. Edwards on target.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Warriors trail by 12. MP with it. .116 left to play in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. The Timberwolves lead by 12.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Edwards.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Kuminga, the pass to Graham. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Puts one up from 19. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Here's Dillingham. Outside Edwards. Takes the 3. That one doesn't drop. Now here's Curry. From deep. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
Good game, MP.
Just got to tighten up and get him next time.
Yeah,
Just let it go. Focus on the next game. This is anyone's game tonight.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
singing our national anthem. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Stephen Curry.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Williams. George is out there with Bridges. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 spot. And for Golden State, MP out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Kuminga. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Bagley in at the 5 spot. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit. So you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
Now, here's George. Pass to Kessler. Here's Hendricks. Toppin covering. Hendricks passes to George. 6 to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner. But we'll just have to see.
Now, here's MP. Bucket is good.
MP doing a great job letting the play develop, making the defense pick their poison.
For the Utah Jazz, they won their last contest. That game against the Timberwolves at Target Center. Bridges dishes to George. From the arc. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Golden State moving the ball around. MP with it. Last game, 26 points. can't connect from 14 feet out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
George passes to Williams. Pass to Bridges. Kessler setting the pick for Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Kessler, no good. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title. He finds
a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Kuminga. Here's MP. And that one is off. Bridges with some nice defense. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on the game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. Let's see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all three levels.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And we've got a chance now to get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. You take a look at the Warriors. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, the Utah Jazz sitting there 4 spots below.
And when I look at Utah, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Good on the second free throw.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Bridges against MP. Over MP. Bridges misses.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
MP outside. Bagley sets a screen for MP. And that one, good. MP's got 5 points so far.
No wasted motion from MP. Gets the space he needs and drains it.
Out to the wing. Hendricks passes to Kessler. Here's Hendricks. Defended by Bagley. Hendricks can't get it to go. MP kicks to Kuminga. Trying to find Bagley and gets it to him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, great timing there. Bagley gets off the ground so quickly, gives the defense no chance to react.
George passes to Hendricks. Bridges, no one around him. Cans it from downtown.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's MP. He's got 5. Good, nice job down low. He has 7.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
George passes to Kessler. Here's Bridges. No good there. Good defense by MP.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Sometimes that's how it goes.
Curry's shot is good.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Curry against George. That's Suarez screen on Curry. George dishes to Williams. Kessler screen on Kuminga. Here's Williams, the 15-footer. Good.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
It definitely made things easier for them. When the other team is just handing you the ball back, you got to make them pay for it.
Now, here's Bridges, following the miss by Obi Toppin. Curry on the wing, defended by George. Outside, Kuminga. Pass to MP. There's the three. Kessler with the rebound. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Bridges. Warriors with the rebound.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now Williams, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. The Jazz have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And that one falls for Williams. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Bagley. Wiggins comes in for Toppin. Moses Moody, he's checked in for MP. And James subbed in for Stephen Curry. Filipowski, he's checked in for the Jazz. Josh Giddey comes in for Mikal Bridges. Wiggins against Williams. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Utah leading. Changes here for the Warriors. Bagley, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Curry comes in for Wiggins. And MP subbed in for James. Mikal Bridges checked in for Utah. Back to Giddey. The Jazz working the ball around now. And he lays it straight in. Giddey's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Walker Kessler. Williams is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Rockets put together some nice minutes. He ended up with 26 points, and it was impressive how many times he was able to get himself to the foul line and capitalize. He showed terrific versatility. He impacted the game in a number of ways. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one. Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Pass to Giddey. Williams with a clean look. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. That's 7 points for Williams. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Yet another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Toppin comes in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Moody. The Jazz also changing it up. Hendricks is checked in. And it's Keontae George in for Josh Giddey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, George. Warriors with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's MP. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
And George kicks to Bridges. Outside Williams. Another miss by Utah. And here is MP. He's got 7, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at MP, he's at the head of the pack in the West.
And I can't say that anyone is surprised. Always one of the players that everyone loves to watch.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. The Warriors making a switch here. Moody's checked in, and Utah with a change here too. Josh Giddey's checked in for Bridges. Back to George. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
Now, here's MP. He's just been too hard to handle at the offensive end. His scoring average is just under 34 points a game.
How about the vision from MP? In the pick and roll, that's very encouraging to see.
Here's George. And it's Giddey in the corner. 3-pointers off the mark. Warriors shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Here's MP. It's good.
What heart by MP. Going through contact there and converting.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And they've also done a great job converting their opportunities at the stripe. Lots of chances and making the most of them.
It's stolen by Kuminga. Pass to MP. And the dunk by MP.
When it comes to changing ends, MP does it like only a young man can.
On the wing, Giddey. Defended by Bagley. Another miss by Utah. Warriors trail by 18. MP with it. Williams picks him up. And the slam by Moody.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Williams. 7 points in the game. Pass to Giddey. No good again that time.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
Jazz leading by 14. 50 seconds left in the first half. Here's Kessler. It's stolen by Bagley. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's MP. It's MP muscling his way for 2.
Despite his youth, MP's showing grown man strength.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And here are the Warriors now after the basket by Utah. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Wiggins is checked in for Moody. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. George passes to Williams. Kessler setting the pick for George. From outside, off the mark. And the turnover again by Golden State. Here's Giddey. And the 3-ball is good. Giddey's got 12 now in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so it's the Utah Jazz feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up.
If these guys end up making the cut, this will be a dunk contest for the ages, man. They're not just athletes, they are showmen.
And as long as they show me creativity, and it reminds me like a box of donuts, I need something fresh.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Warriors.
They've got to run shooters off that line. Just hoping they miss is not working.
It's just a question every team faces, Shaq. How do you extend your defense enough to bother shooters without opening up the driving lanes?
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
Here's Curry. They've got MP. They'll be topping out there with Bagley. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Curry in at the point. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And the dunk by MP.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Utah leading by 15, and the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Now George to the left wing. Hendricks passes to Kessler. Nice ball movement by Utah. Hendricks can't get it to go.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with a fadeaway, and look, he paid the price.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. A quick break in the action. Let's check out the fiercest shot swatters in the league. You look at Kessler, an intimidating defender, third in the league.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Now, here is George. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Kessler passes to George. To the paint, here's Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Bridges has got 13.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Curry finds Bagley. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. MP against Bridges. MP dishes to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Kessler with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Bridges. And slammed in by Bridges.
There are nights when this team leans on Bridges, and tonight is one of those nights.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Warriors trail by 19. MP outside. From the line. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Bridges outside. Pass to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Yeah, Bridges has a good eye for spotting those openings, and he can make timely passes.
Toppin with it. Curry setting the pick for Toppin. Buries the long-range jumper. Toppin's got his second basket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's George. Bridges left side. Outside Williams. Kessler setting the pick for Williams. Shoots over Kuminga. The shot by Williams, no good. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Golden State. It's an 18-point game. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green, says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they could put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. D.A. thanks. For Utah, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Warriors trail by 18. Curry passes to MP. Drives to the hoop. Here's a look at some of the stats for Jonathan Kuminga.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, and a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago. And you have to love the presence MP brings to the floor each and every night.
Moses Moody, he's checked in for Golden State. And Utah also making a switch. Filipowski's checked in. And both free throws good for MP. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside, George. Williams finds George. Floats it up for Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Here's MP. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got 8 rebounds in this game. George with the ball. Picked up by Bagley. And it's George finishing it off.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. The Warriors, number 1.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. MP with it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Bridges shot. Good.
This demonstrates how confident Bridges has become. Knows he has a green light to fire away.
And he gets it to go.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Now, here's Bridges. 17 points in the game. That one good for 2.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Over in the corner, Kuminga. Back to MP. Kuminga, screen on George. George against MP. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
A moment here to look at some numbers for MP. And he's also number 2 league-wide in field goal percentage. You love his ability to score over the top of the defense.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Marvin Bagley. And Wiggins is subbed in for Stephen Curry. Josh Giddey's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Kessler. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And it's George missing.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Here's Kuminga. And he makes good on the layup. Kuminga's got his second bucket.
That is just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Filipowski passes to Giddey. And he banks in the layup. Giddey's got 17 now.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Warriors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Pass to MP. The layup off target. Jazz leading by 22. Williams kicks to George. Here's Filipowski. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Utah Jazz?
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the 3. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
James checked in for MP. And a switcher also for Utah. Brooks checked in for Williams. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And when Wiggins moves the rock, it's a huge plus for the offense.
Brooks outside. And here is Giddey. He's got 17. Outside, George. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Giddey, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Into the lane. And it's good for 2. Giddey's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's got the speed to get away from defenders. Giddey turning on the Jets there.
Here's Wiggins. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Fires the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Wiggins has got 6. Mikal Bridges has been the guy making things happen for Utah. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Brooks is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Kessler in at the center, filling out the middle.
Just look at those stats from Bridges, and he is feeling it.
Pass to Witt. He's checked in for the Warriors.
Back in there.
Utah also making some changes. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Walker Kessler. And it's Williams in for Dylan Brooks. Here's MP. No good on the quick 3.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Giddey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And he just kept working. Giddey felt the whistle coming and able to finish the play.
No good on that one.
And that's a spot of the floor Giddey wants to improve. It certainly puts in the work there to get better.
And the Warriors making a change here. Grant's checked in. And he sinks the second. Greg, a lot of Around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
That's good from Bridges on the assist from Giddey. Bridges has got 23 points.
The defense makes Bridges work for it, but he is more than up for the task.
Here's MP. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Giddey with the bounce pass. From deep. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Grant sets a screen for MP. Misses the layup.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
To the middle. Here's Filipowski. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Grant kicks to MP. Grant with a screen on Giddey. Here's MP. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's a tough bucket by MP. Just taking it right into the defense.
And, Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Jazz leading by 22. Pass to Giddey. He gets that one. Giddey's got 28 points for the game.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
MP dishes to Kuminga. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Giddey. Here's Filipowski, defended by Kuminga. Giddey against MP. And a missed layup. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Outside, Kuminga. Curry outside. And he's good on the three ball.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's Collier. That shot misses. AG that time from Curry. Kuminga the pass to Curry. Another three for Golden State.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Toppin, he's checked in for Wiggins. Now George. On the wing, Bridges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on MP.
And Bridges continues to be more adept at picking up fouls. Such a clever offensive player.
Second free throw, no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on an 11-3 run. MP dishes to Bagley. Back to MP. Toppin sets a screen for MP. Driving to the basket. Jazz leading by 17. Now, here is George. Kessler finds Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hendricks. Connects from three-point range.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now here's Kuminga. A three-pointer is right on target.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
George against Curry. George with the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 19.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Jazz.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Josh Giddey.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Golden State's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Curry, good, and the assist goes to MP.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
On the wing, Bridges. And slammed in by Bridges.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And the foul called on MP. That will be foul number 5 on him. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Filipowski. Brooks outside. And stolen by Wiggins. And here's MP for 3. Utah with the rebound. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
Good game, MP. Hit the showers. Wash it off. Man, the air really is thinner up here. Hope you've been running.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Stephen Curry.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. They've got MP, Obi Toppin out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Marvin Bagley, and it's Curry in at the 1. And for Denver, Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3, and it's Murray in at the point guard position. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot, but you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Here we go.
It'll be the Warriors off the tip. MP outside. There's a screen by Toppin. A nice shot by MP.
Well, the way MP runs screen and roll, you think he's been in this league for over a decade.
For the latest news on MP, let's hear from Allie LaForce on our sideline.
Tonight, MP goes up against Nikola Jokic, who's won multiple MVPs, and he's gunning for another. I asked MP, how can you stand out as the more valuable player to your team? MP said, win the game. Joker's going to be Joker. He's going to do what he does, but at the end of the day, it's all about that dub.
Yeah, hard to argue with that logic. Thanks, Allie. Here's Curry. Denver getting their last shot to go. 5 on the clock. Here's MP driving to the basket. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Aaron Gordon.
And MP knows that good things happen when you put pressure on the defense, and this time it leads to a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And both free throws good for MP.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Murray passes to Jokic. We played just over a minute here in the first. Porter's shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
MP outside. He takes it in. That one falls. MP's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. 4-point game. Pass to Brown. To the middle. Outside for Porter. And it's all from three-point range.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
It's stolen by Kuminga. And here's Curry for three. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Murray passes to Porter. Here's Brown. Pass to Murray. Now Porter. A shot to stop the run. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, you want to answer back with 3 points? Give the ball to Porter Jr.
Gordon against Toppin. Here's MP. He's got 6. Shot from the low post is good. MP's got 8.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Outside Porter. Screen by Gordon. From the arc. And again, Denver with a 3.
Well, this is Porter's go-to shot. He's very proficient from three-point land.
Curry passes to Toppin. And here's MP. On the wing, Curry, defended by Murray. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Murray. No points so far. Porter's shot is off.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
From deep, MP. Here's Bagley. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Michael Malone and I spoke for a few minutes. And no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed, is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball handling, his passing, it's what makes him an all-time great. It's always a pleasure to watch Steph Curry, and we get another chance to tonight. Guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And we have the league leaders over the last 10 games. This list is best scoring point guards. MP third.
You know, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded offensive talents in the league.
Well, that's one of the biggest changes in the league over the years. Point guards are now expected to score. They have to do more than just pass.
Now here's Gordon. He's scoreless. Jokic in the post. He's against Toppin. Jokic gets the bucket.
Well, Jokic is a smooth operator in tight. He won't waste many of those chances.
Toppin passes to MP. There's a screen by Toppin. And here's MP from outside. On target from range. MP's got 11.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Up top, Porter. Knocked loose. Here's MP. That one's wide left.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Murray. The Warriors pull it in. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And Denver has possession. The Warriors getting their last shot to go.
Well, every defense gives Extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
Kuminga finds MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they've built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Now here's Porter. He's got 6. The shot by Brown, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
This defense is getting space. Out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Porter looks it over. Back to Murray. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, nice play by Murray. A big guard who is unafraid to mix it up inside.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Here's Murray. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Pass to Jokic. Pulls it from 20. The rebound by MP. The Warriors lead by 14. Toppin with it. Good work defensively by Gordon.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And he's going for the lob. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Gas, MP. Get in there.
Here's MP. He's got 15. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And so in the game for the Warriors. Marvin Bagley is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's MP in at the point. And so it's Golden State with it. Denver getting their last shot to go. Pass to MP. 6 to shoot. Now here's Curry. Shot from the top of the key. And the Warriors miss again.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Here's Bagley. Denver getting their last shot to go. Bagley sets a screen. The kick out, Curry. Wiggins passes to MP. Goes back up. Oh, MP takes the contact and converts.
Yeah, look at the soft delivery for MP. Floating it up there.
Outside Simmons. And he drives in. Pass to Kolek. They set a pick. From downtown. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
That's his second triple this quarter after hitting one earlier. This is how you space the floor.
From the top of the key. Yep, that one's good. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic is doubled. Now here's Murray, covered by MP. And here's Gordon from the arc. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. The Warriors lead by 3. To the inside. Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Toppin, he's checked in for the Warriors. Kuminga comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Now here's Jokic. 17 points for him last game against the Rockets in Houston. Gordon finds Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
Love the intensity from Curry, finding a way to work through the contact.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hawks was simply terrific. He ended up with 26 points in addition to scoring strong on the glass with 5 rebounds, too. So when you look at all of that, it was obviously just a great night for him, playing with a ton of heart. Back to you guys.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the score by Golden State. Pass to Jokic. The shot, no good. Ooh, good D by Bagley. The Warriors lead by 7. That's miss number 7 out of 14 attempts. Here's Brown. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Bagley. Here's Kuminga. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
A shoot-first guard who also is selfless, Curry continues to add to his resume.
Here's Brown. Knocks down the triple.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
MP right side. Power move from MP.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And Denver making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Back to Murray. Here's the three. Knocks down the long J. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Kuminga, the pass to MP. Goes up on the baseline. And that one comes up a bit short.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Physical play from Simmons chasing down the offensive board, making sure his team converts on this trip.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Now here's MP. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta. Drains the triple.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Holmes, he's checked in for Denver. Here's Murray. He's got 9. Over MP. The Nuggets with another miss.
And their free throws have dropped off in this quarter. They're settling for too many jump shots right now.
Outside Moody. Ooh, drains the 19-footer. And now an 8-point Warrior lead.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Toppin finds MP. Misses in close. And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Milwaukee will be traveling to face them after this game. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Moody passes to MP. Bagley is screened on Murray. MP no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked. That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Warriors on top, leading by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hey, folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend, let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest. And, guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about?
And now, guys, let's talk about these Warriors and this close game they find themselves in.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He was their offensive catalyst in the first half, working hard to get the whole team involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Michael Malone. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Outside Murray to the paint. Outside for Porter. And another miss by Denver.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Bagley sets a screen. MP. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Meeting the defense's challenge. That's really all you can ask of a young player like MP.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
Shooting 2.
First one falls. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
No, Brian, that's a tough question. And there's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Back to Murray. Jokic with a screen on Curry. Lets it fly. Another shot. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end. Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Gordon outside. Pass to Murray. Jokic in the post. He's covered by Bagley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It'll be on Marvin Bagley.
Well, the metronome-like consistency of Jokic, one reason he's a multiple-time league MVP.
And, Coach, a 3-time league MVP, Nikola Jokic joining Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. What a list.
Yeah, that's not a bad list at all, Brian. But what stands out beyond Jokic's skill set is the consistency that he produces with every night.
And everybody around him instantly gets better when they play with Jokic.
They love playing with him. Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Throw it down.
Well, Jokic is one of the best passers in NBA history for any position.
Toppin finds Curry. Oh, Curry stretching the limits. Wow, what a shot.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. MP really making a difference here.
Well, look, he's picking apart their defense. They need this timeout to figure out how to slow him down.
And here we can check out the story for MP.
And I'm sure he's hoping to correct the dip his three-point percentage has suffered over the last 10 games. He's going to be hustling hard to pull that back up again.
Now Murray. 12 points for him. Gordon with a screen on Curry. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Curry. Bagley against Jokic. MP scanning the floor. Work in the interior. MP.
Great example there of the way MP's game around the rim continues to grow and develop.
Gordon outside. Outside Porter. There's the triple. And again, Denver no good.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brown passes to Murray. Sends it home from three-point land. Murray's got 15.
Well, you got to love that play. Murray gets to his spot, and the pass is right there.
MP outside. Again, MP missing. Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Brown. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. 10 points for him.
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. For the lead. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Toppin passes to Kuminga. MP outside. Pass to Toppin. Outside Kuminga. Toppin on a screen on Porter. 5 to shoot. Kuminga finds Toppin. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. The Nuggets have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Murray from outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bagley's got rebound number 7 tonight. MP drives in. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Punching it in on the drive. MP doesn't mess around when he's got a lane to the rim.
Murray passes to Gordon. Back to Murray. The 15-footer. That's good. That's now his 7th made field goal in 15 tries.
I just love that shot from Murray. He makes you defend him on all 3 levels.
MP outside. The steal. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. And it's Jokic. That time on the assist by Porter. And now it's just a 2-point Warrior lead.
The defense has had no answer for Nikola Jokic. He's getting whatever he wants out there.
Bagley passes to MP. Porter with the steal. Pass to Jokic for the tie. And he lays it in. Jokic has got 8 here in this quarter.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Count it.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Outside Porter. Inside. Here's Brown. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, that's the part of Porter Jr.'s game that can take him to the next level.
Curry passes to MP. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We know Nikola Jokic is a natural, but that's not all. Coach Malone said it's too bad that people can't peek behind the curtain and see how hard Nikola works. He understands that there's no magic formula. Yes, he's incredibly gifted, but it's his work ethic. That's great. Brian?
Well, Allie, talent only gets you so far. He's got both. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
They've also been striking from mid-range with great consistency tonight. They just owned that part of the floor in this one.
And he makes the first. Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, and I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
And Murray drops them both. And Stan, you got into coach. Right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Here's MP. Misses off the left iron. The Nuggets have gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter. To the middle. Pass to Kolek. It's stolen by MP. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's MP taking it inside. Outside Kuminga. Jackson Davis a screen. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Kolic's shot is off. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
The drive by MP. Moody on the wing. From deep, MP. The rebound by Simmons. Simmons has got rebound number 7 tonight.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Here's Kolek. The rebound by Wiggins. Warriors trail by 3. Back to MP. Jackson Davis a screen. MP drives in. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
MP on a mission there to get to the bucket.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. fires from 14. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Moody's got 5 rebounds tonight from deep. MP. Rebound by Ben Simmons. Simmons has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And here's Murray. 22 points for him. Pass to Kolek. The 3 ball. That shot missing. It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver. 25 points and counting for him. They have relied heavily on his offense. Back to the game after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
To talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime, just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. We've got Trace Jackson-Davis. Stephen Curry is out there with Moody. Then it's Jeremy Grant, and it's Wiggins in at small forward. Pass to Kolek. Jokic the screen from behind the arc. Kolek's shot is off.
Well, after draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
Moody misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And it's in there.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
About 1 minute played here. There's the 3. Oh, Curry. Just nasty from downtown.
Yeah, another day, another virtuoso performance from Curry. It never ends.
Pass to Jokic. No good. Good work defensively by Jackson-Davis. Moody passes to Curry. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. The Nuggets trail. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Kolek's shot is off. The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Curry with another miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Kolek. Moody defends. There's the drive. Kolek's shot is off. Golden State has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And the Warriors miss again. The Nuggets have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Pass to Simmons. Now Jokic. Covered by Jackson-Davis. Fade away. And there's Jokic on the assist by Simmons. Simmons has got 4 assists now tonight. Simmons against Curry. No good on the 3. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And timeout is called by Michael Malone, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Jamal Murray is checked in for Ben Simmons. And Golden State also making a switch. MP's checked in for Grant. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Michael Malone said to the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks.
Well, a miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Yeah, that's on the defense there. Now, you can't let Wiggins get this kind of positioning inside.
Murray scanning the floor. Pure from three-point range. Murray's got 13 in the second half.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Here's MP. On the wing, MP. There's a screen by Wiggins. And here's MP from outside. And it's Denver with a rebound. Holmes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Driving in. Pass to Kolek. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. MP shot is off.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Wiggins passes to MP. MP buries the triple.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Simmons has checked in for Denver. Bagley checked in for the Warriors. Kuminga comes in for Moody. Here's Kolek. He's covered by Curry. Outside Simmons. To the inside. Jokic. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Curry, he's open. Rebounded by Denver.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
The 3 is up. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Simmons. Count that one. And it's a 5-point Denver lead. And for the Warriors, they're shooting around 51%. That's a good number. Here's MP. And he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 38 points.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game and a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic is doubled. 3-pointer Holmes. And it's MP with a rebound.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
On the wing, Curry, defended by Murray. Curry, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
To the paint. Here's Holmes. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. Toppin, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
And Denver making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Denver leading by 3. Murray passes to Brown. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, Murray engineering that bucket with terrific ball movement.
MP finds Toppin. Back to MP. 3-pointer. Buries it from 3. MP's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Here's Brown driving inside.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Free throw good, MP.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
And both free throws good for MP.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young player.
Here's Jokic. The Warriors pull it in. On the wing, MP. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Curry. Back to MP. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so Murray will bring it up for Denver. The lead is 2. Outside Porter. Jokic with a screen on Kuminga. Here's Porter. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Kuminga finds MP. There's a screen by Toppin. Pass to Bagley. Outside Curry. Puts it up. Yes, on the jumper. Curry's got 20. Points.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Here's Murray. Here he goes. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Well, there's no question. Murray can go get one for you when you need it most.
Outside Kuminga. Pass to Curry. And he's going for the oop. Wow, Kuminga playing way above the rim.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Curry against Murray. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Murray's got 31 points.
Well, that's the way Murray can create chances. That's why you want him with the ball in clutch situations.
On the wing, Curry. MP is screen on Murray. Lets it go from deep. Oh, he nails it! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1. Denver has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Murray passes to Brown.
Yes! Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Curry. It falls!
And you can trust Curry in these moments. The pressure doesn't affect his shooting ability, and he knows how to deliver.
Elbow shot. And it's Bagley with the rebound. And so it's Golden State with it. Brown. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Murray. Until they foul intentionally. Good on the first. And that'll put him up 2. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Down low. Here's Toppin. Money.
Yeah, great to see MP recognizing where the defense is weakest. Developing those instincts.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. .11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Brown. And here's Jokic. Corner from outside. And he drills the triple. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
An insane scenario. Not enough time for a catch-and-shoot three, so it has to be an alley-oop that draws the and-one foul.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Chin up. Tomorrow's a new day. You guys look tired out there.